Mostly sunny, the high 84. More sun for Sunday and Monday, the highs each day around 86. Mike Jackson, WSIC News.
Hey everybody, this is Shannon Keaton Leach, aka your homegirl Shannon, and today is Friday. How about that? You made it through the week. I am your guest host today for On the Record. Mr. Brian Summers is not in today, and so he asked me to be here again. I'm so happy for you guys to be tuning in, and also for me to bring something of some substance to you guys. I didn't want to just sit here and run my mouth the last couple of days, so I do have a guest that will be calling in. His name is Josh Morris, and he is with Lower.com. He is a lender. I know we talked yesterday about, what you have to do to prepare for home ownership. So today we have the mortgage side of it, and he has so graciously called in. So he will be answering questions that you may have. All right. Hi, Josh.
Hey, Shannon, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, no problem. No problem. You always come to my rescue, and I appreciate that. I was just telling listeners that, yesterday, Shanika and I, we talked about the home ownership part of it, and we talked about what you need to do to attain your own home. We hit on some things that people, questions people may have. So today, I want you to please, if you will, hit on what people need to do in order to start the lending part of it. How does that go? First of all, can you tell me a little bit about yourself first?
Yeah. So my name is Josh Morris. I'm with Lower.com. We are a direct-to-consumer lending company based out of New Albany, Ohio. I am the AVP of sales for Lower, and I have a team that works under me, and we work to make sure that we, help all of our borrowers, whether it's matter of home financing for a new purchase or refinancing. Mm-hmm. And I've been in mortgages for about 4 years now. On the personal side, like I said, I live in Ohio, and I have a wife, 5 children, and always, are thinking of them when we're going through this process, and how I would want to be treated as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Josh and I have done several transactions together, so it has been a great ride, and boy, has it been a ride with some of those transactions. But like I always say, it is not going to be easy, but it definitely will be worth it. So Josh, let's dig right in. So once, because me and Shanika yesterday had explained to people that, the first step is actually finding a realtor, a trusting realtor to lead and guide you. And then after that, the next step will be to find a lender to get pre-approval. Can you tell us about that pre-approval process?
Yeah, I want to hit on something that you actually said there, in some of the transactions that you and I have done before. Mm-hmm. And they've all been a little different. And I think that's one of the things that borrowers or buyers or clients, need to think about when they're going through this process is every interaction's different, mm-hmm. but you have a team of people that care about getting you across the finish line, right, and treat you more than just like a number. You want to be, you have answers, you have questions you need answers to. It can be a stressful process. Mm-hmm. It can be a time-consuming process. And so I think the first thing that people need to do when they're, looking to get pre-approved is they need to look at or ask themselves, what is important to me in a lender?
Right.
I think the first thing that always comes to someone's mind is interest rates.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just that. Interest rates come and go.
Right.
And we're seeing that right now.
Yes.
2 years ago, they were a certain rate. Last year, they were a certain rate. This year, they're a certain rate.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, there'll be something different.
Yep.
They come and go. But this is a very large purchase that people are making. And in most cases, is the most expensive purchase they're going to make in their life.
Absolutely.
I think when you're looking at that, it's more than just interest rate. It's about, did you enjoy the process? Was your lender able to answer your questions that you had?
Mm-hmm.
Were they available for you, and did they help you?
Right.
And
that's a huge thing, being available, because
yes.
whether we realize it or not, our lives do not cut off at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. They just don't. Yes. Things come up. And as you know, things have come up after 6 o'clock on the weekend, and not to say that you have to work 24/7, but you do have to look for availability in a lender when shopping around, because you never know what, may come about.
Totally agree, and that's the things that people need to ask themselves. Outside of interest rate, what's important is
mm-hmm.
is my lender's availability important to me? I mean, am I going to have questions at 8 o'clock at night that come up,
mm-hmm.
and can I get in touch with my lender to ask these questions so that I can sleep soundly that night?
Right.
And there are plenty of clients that I talk to, and I bring up that scenario, and they kind of laugh. And they, I'll never call you at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, they're going through home buying for the first time. They're about to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, and there's that call at 8 o'clock from them, and they'd say, "I swore I never would call you, but here I am, and you answered." And I think that's important. You have someone that's available for you.
Yes.
Yes. You have someone that's knowledgeable is another really good question.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be given options.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know really anyone that likes to be told just what they're going to do.
Right. And that's that's one of the things that I do tell my clients is that, you do have options. As much as you think that you may not, as much as you think, oh my God, you know what? I just want to be approved. That's all. But beyond that approval, you do have options. So that is a huge thing to let people know that, you do have some things that you can decide on. So definitely that we have to let people know that, because I don't know, some people are conditioned to think that they have to settle for just what someone throws out at them. And you don't always have to do that, even if one of your options is to delay it. Wait until, you're in a better situation, and everybody's situation is different. So we are going to take a break here in just a second. But Josh, when we come back, I want you to go over a couple of those options and let us know what that may look like.
You got it.
All right. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
More On the Record with Brian Summers is coming up on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Christmas in July is coming to downtown Mooresville. The Mooresville Downtown Commission is hosting their annual July Sales and Sip and Shop event in downtown Mooresville on July 21st. For more info, visit downtownmooresville.com. Blue Moon Productions and Center Stage Alliance present Tom Dooley, a Wilkes County legend, opening July 20th at Matt Gray Auditorium in Statesville. Enjoy a classic story here in Statesville. For more information, visit centerstagealliance.org. Do you enjoy making pottery? Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius has Ceramics Open Studio. Select Tuesdays and Saturdays, you can become the clay artist you were always meant to be. You must register in person. For the full schedule, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Looking for something fun to do with your kiddo this summer? Birkdale Buds is hosting their weekly playtime in the plaza. Bring your preschool-aged children for playtime from 10:30 to 12 every Wednesday through October. Some of the activities include games, face painting, storytellers, magicians, arts and crafts, and more. There is no cost and no registration required. Bring a blanket and come join the fun. For more details, visit birkdalevillage.com. Do you like beach music, country music, blues, or rock and roll? You'll hear something you like during Statesville's Friday After 5 Summer Concert Series. On Friday, August 4th, Statesville native Danny Carr and the Skeleton Crew will be playing a free concert. The concert will be held in downtown Statesville on West Broad Street in front of the Mitchell Community College from 6 to 8:30. Have an event you'd like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
I'm Ben Sutton with your WSIC forecast. For tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 67 and north winds 5 to 7 miles per hour. Saturday, partly sunny with a high near 85 and north winds around 5 miles per hour. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 65 and light north wind. Sunday, we'll have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 5 p.m. Otherwise, mostly sunny with a high near 80.
On the Record continues. Here's your host, Brian Summers, on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to On the Record with Brian Summers. This is WSIC. This is your guest host, Mrs. Shannon K. Leach, and I am on the phone, have a guest that has called in, a friend of mine, Mr. Josh Morris with Lower.com. All right, so we are going to continue our conversation, and Josh is going to let you in on, some things or scenarios that may be going on once you get pre-approved. Hi, Josh.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey.
So different options as far as the loans go is where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of different options that we can look into, and please feel free to stop me and ask more questions. Otherwise, I think the mortgage nerd in me will come out.
Well, I do know that one of the main questions that we get is, of course, first-time home buyers, Josh. Can you tell us anything about what you have available for that?
So first-time home buyers, first and foremost, absolutely love working with them. They're just an absolute joy because there's just so much excitement in owning your first home.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, there's lots of different programs that first-time home buyers can qualify for.
Mm-hmm.
They can qualify for conventional loans, FHA loans, USDA loans, and if they're a veteran, VA loans.
Mm-hmm.
But there's more than just that. There are assistance programs that are available to them that can offer some down payment assistance,
yes,
or assistance towards closing costs. And,
Mm-hmm.
and we use a few different versions of that.
right.
I think the biggest thing that people need to know about those programs is that the ultimate goal is to assist you in getting a home and to keep as much money in your pocket as possible,
Right.
but that there will be some requirements. And in some occasions, there's some additional work that has to be done with those.
Right.
One of the really big things is finding a lender that knows the ins and outs of those programs and can walk you through it.
Right.
And assist with that. I think one of the other things that individuals and people looking to buy homes need to know is that lenders have options within just regular guides. So within regular FHA guidelines, within regular conventional guidelines, where we can get incentives for first-time home buyers, special interest rates, special down payment incentives, things like that, that will ultimately assist them in purchasing a home.
Yes, and can you go over once they are approved, or what exactly do you look for in an approval? Could you give us some tips on that so that people know, around about, what do I need before I go to get pre-approved?
So what you need to go and get pre-approved, I would strongly recommend an employment or student history, school history of at least 2 years. Now, it's a really common thought here. I'll do a little myth buster that you need to have 2 years at the same job, and that's just not true. You don't. So the first thing is, have you been employed, or do you have education to assist you with a 2-year work history or education history?
Right. And you know what? Let me stop you just for a second, Josh. I have been really, really excited about that you're saying. So could you repeat what you just said about the education part of it?
So there is, on occasion, that we get borrowers that are straight out of college or straight out of high school, or maybe they went back to school full time in their mid-30s or 40s, just for whatever reason, and they have now started their new job, and maybe they've been at their job for only 6 months.
Right.
That, as long as we can show a job history and we can use the other port, so there's income coming in, and then we use that education that's within that job field, we can go ahead and use that.
Right.
So for someone maybe coming out of college, and they've been at their job for 6 months, we can take their 6-month job history, and then we can use their 4-year degree, or maybe their associate's degree, whatever it is, and we can use that to go towards that and qualify them off the new job.
Awesome. So, can you tell us really quick, renters, do you guys use rental history when looking at the whole situation when a client comes in?
So we can look at rental history. In some cases, rental history, if you can prove your rental history through receipts and have at least 12 months of it, this can lead to additional incentives that a lender may be able to offer. But it can also help with, and here, like I said, we're going to get into that mortgage nerd in me. It helps with your underwriting, your automated underwriting that we receive when we can say that we have 12 months of rental history. So if you are renting and you're looking to purchase here, keep track of those receipts, share them with your lender. It's amazing what that little detail will do for you. It's not going to help your credit necessarily, but it does help show that you have consistent history in payments for a house, and that's important.
It is important. So we have a few more minutes. Could you please tell people, they come in, they get pre-approval, but what if their credit is not where it needs to be? Will you guys tell them exactly what they need to do, before they can be pre-approved?
So I want to preface with I am not a credit advisor. That being said, that being said, I will always work with my clients who maybe don't have the credit score they want to get qualified, and look through their credit report and offer tips and tricks that I know maybe have helped, myself or have helped other clients.
Exactly.
We'll definitely do that. We do have some programs as well where we can run some simulations without affecting credit, of course.
Right.
That would show us what you can move balances to or what you could pay off. That would then allow us to, get that score to where you want it to be.
And we have definitely, yes, and you and I have definitely worked some things out, to say the least. And we've always made it there. We've always made it there. So I think that's what's important in the end. We make it there. We don't say that it's going to be easy. We never tell our clients that. We tell them it will be worth it, and we're going to do everything we can to keep as less stress on them as possible. But, it is some work. It is some work. So definitely that. So, before we close out, is there anything else that you could give our listeners as far as tips or tricks to get started on their journey to home ownership?
Well, I think the first thing you can do is get in touch with a great realtor. And as Ms. Shannon has said, her and I, we've worked together on many deals, especially this past year. And she does a phenomenal job of communication. But I really think it comes down to, do you trust the team you're working with, and really focusing on.
Right. And that communication is huge.
Tips and tricks.
Yep.
Tips and tricks for a borrower. Be prepared. And when I say be prepared, I don't necessarily mean have your credit perfect. I don't mean have thousands or tens of thousands in the bank. I don't even mean that you need to make six figures. When I say be prepared, I mean really come in with an open mind of what you're looking to achieve. If you're buying the house with somebody, are you on the same page for the type of house you're looking for? Are you on the same page as far as your monthly budget?
Yes.
Are you on the same page as how much you look to put down? And do you have your documents accessible to you? And are you ready for a million questions?
Absolutely. So before we go, Josh, can you tell our listeners exactly how to get in touch with you, your contact information, in case anyone is out there and they're looking for a lender? Even if they are not ready to do it right now, you do need to prepare for that.
Exactly, and that ties back into it. So, for anyone that is just wanting to know where they even are in the process up to that they have offers in and need to get pre-approved, you can reach me. My cell phone number is 740-323-6671. Or they can email me at the letter J, my last name Morris, at lower.com. Or you can always go through Shannon. She has it, and she can definitely help you out.
I sure will. Thank you so much, Josh, for calling in and giving us so much useful information. Have a wonderful, blessed weekend.
Thank you. You as well.
Alrighty. All right, guys. When we come back, I have an in-studio guest that is going to tell you about the building process.
Keep it right here. On the Record with Brian Summers will return after this short break.
50 miles per hour as it tracked across the region. Now with a look at sports, WSIC Sports Director Joe Berg.
The FIFA Women's World Cup started yesterday. Team USA plays Vietnam tonight at 9 p.m. Also, Charlotte FC takes on FC Dallas at 9 in League Cup group play.
WSIC weather clear and sunny today with a high of 90, partly cloudy tonight, the low 68. Saturday, mostly sunny, the high 84. More sun for Sunday and Monday, the highs each day around 86. Mike Jackson, WSIC News.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to the joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
Here's a real-life story that affects 50% of all of us out there. It's called divorce. If you've gotten divorced and now you're struggling to pay your bills and your credit card debts are completely out of control, you need to call this special debt relief hotline right now. We help people with all kinds of money problems caused by different life challenges, a divorce, a job loss, even heavy medical bills. All these life events can sometimes financially stress you out and cause you to get out of control. We help people get their lives back by showing them ways to consolidate and reduce their debt, in some cases for a fraction of what they owe. If your credit card balances are more than $10,000, call us and learn how to reduce your credit card bills and monthly payments now. Here's our number.
Paid for by Debt.com. 800-485-4189. 800-485-4189. 800-485-4189. That's 800-485-4189.
In life, we plan for many important things. Weddings, our children's education, retirement. A celebration of life is really no different. Planning and paying for your life celebration in advance will give you and your family valuable peace of mind. We'll help you take care of every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're Bunch Johnson Funeral Home. Find us at DignityMemorial.com.
Hello everyone, this is Joshua Dobie from North Main Financial Group. We're blessed at North Main Financial Group that most of our clients come to us by referral. When folks have a good experience with us, they share that good experience with their friends, family, and colleagues. In doing so, when we're sitting with folks then, we're looking at their financial plan and seeing if it aligns with their goals and their desires for what yet lies ahead, be it college, be it retirement, or be it estate planning. If that sounds of interest to you, we'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us at northmainfinancial.com.
Folks, you know Randy Marion sells vehicles the King of Price way, but did you know our service department? We service vehicles the King of Price way. We sell tires, we sell brakes, we sell batteries, we sell the maintenance. We help you keep your vehicle on the road safe, ready to drive, whatever the season is. Randy Marion Service Departments have you covered. Come see us today because, folks, again, you know we sell the King of Price way and we do service the King of Price way.
King of Price, RandyMarionStatesville.com.
Do warm days and cool nights have you itching to spend more time outside? G&B Energy can help with your outdoor oasis with gas grills from Broil King in Wilmington, charcoal grills from Komodo Joe, and pellet grills too. Fill your grill cylinder for only $15 on Tuesdays this month, and gas fire pits start at only $450. G&B Energy in Statesville at 120 Entercraft Drive or gbenergy.com.
Call now to speak with Brian Summers at 844-STUDIO-4. It's on the record on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Hi guys, this is Shannon and I am back with On the Record, and this is WSIC Radio. I told you that we would have a special in-studio guest, and that is Miss Tammy Burris with True Homes. Hi, Miss Tammy.
Hi, Miss Shannon. How are ya?
Good. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to me.
Yes, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, absolutely. I work with True Homes. We are a semi-custom builder in North and South Carolina only. Mm-hmm. We are deeply rooted in the communities that we serve. I've been in the business, new home construction, for 30 years in every state on the East Coast from Virginia to Florida. But North Carolina's home, and I've been back here for 25 years. I love it here. And so I'm very thankful to be able to partner with my realtor partners and community programs to be able to help people own homes who otherwise thought they might not be able to do so.
That's right.
If that makes sense.
It does. It does. And that was one thing that I had touched on yesterday. The people that are that we're getting to, hopefully we're getting to the right ones. Some people did not even realize that they are in a position to buy a home.
Well, I see that so often, and I'll tell you, I have a lot of people referred to me that are looking for rentals, and then the realtor might say, wait a minute, before you go spend $1,600, $2,000 a month on rent or whatever, come see about new construction. Get in front of Miss Tammy. So I love helping and partnering together with people. We have some communities, like the one I'm currently in, Martha's Ridge, that has 100% financing options available with no income limits. And that's amazing.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
Yeah, and then we partner with community and local people as well for down payment assistance when needed.
Yes.
There's all kinds of things we can do. And then, you know, we also have homes available for people to move in now.
Right. They're ready.
They're ready that you won't see on MLS or Realtor or Zillow because we don't advertise them.
That's right. And I know whenever I mention it, Miss Tammy whips out a little sheet of paper that she keeps updated. She's like, here you go. Here's some right here. So, yes, definitely they do have homes that are available right now, unless you want to get into the new construction. So
let's talk about that.
Yes.
So, you know, during the past few years, we've seen a huge amount of change in the housing business, right?
Absolutely.
And so what we saw was a lot of people coming and wanting to buy a home, but maybe couldn't bid enough or weren't paying cash, and they're having to bid against rental companies and these huge investment firms.
Absolutely.
And they would get outbid, especially if they had a first-time home buyer loan or FHA or, you know, any of those types of things.
Right.
And so, because these companies were coming in and bidding, you know, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 above asking price and paying cash. And so very early on, True Homes made the decision, hey, that's not what we're about. We're not going to sell to investors right now. And so we don't. And so there's no bidding wars with True Homes.
That is awesome.
So our realtor partners bring people in or people come in. And we, I love it when our realtor partners bring people in because I feel like they're so well taken care of.
Absolutely.
On every side, all aspects.
Yes.
And I would just say it's a pleasure to be able to help. So many people think that they can't can't build a new home.
Build a new home.
Build.
That's it.
Because the bank tells them you can't build.
Right.
But the bank may tell them that because they think they need a construction loan.
Exactly.
And with True Homes, we carry the construction at no cost to the client. And you don't have to choose from one of the homes that are already under construction because we don't do much of that.
Right.
We have enough that we have inventory so people can move when they have to. But overwhelmingly, our focus is to help the client find the right floor plan. We have over 100 floor plans to choose from.
Right.
I have many different locations I can help in and then help them find the right features for their home to tweak it and customize.
So they can customize their homes, their new builds.
Yes. And then they get to go to our 6,000 square foot design studio, pick all the fit and finish, colors, options.
Oh, that's the fun part.
Upgrades. In that, it's the most fun day, aside from closing when they get their keys.
There you go. There you go.
And
there you
so it's just amazing. And I truly feel like it's my honor to be able to help people.
Right.
Probably, I would say 60% of my clientele don't even realize that they can buy a home.
Absolutely.
When I first get in front of them.
Absolutely not.
And so to be able to take that from, I really wish, I really won't, that's my heart's desire, but maybe I better settle on this 50-year-old house.
Right.
and
that
get
has
in a
to
bidding
have
war.
repairs.
It has to have repairs. That the heater may go tomorrow, the water heater.
Right.
Then it's not up to code. You got to pay to get it up to code and then do the repair.
Right.
That's not covered by insurance. And then, roof may need replacing. Roots may be growing
There's so
in the sewer.
many
You
things
just don't know.
that come along with that, and some people may prefer to have something that they can remodel and but if you are a person that would I just want to build my own home.
Yes.
Here you go.
Absolutely.
And
I'll tell you, I mean, it's amazing. And I can walk in houses that are under construction. The average process is 6 to 8 months. If you start from contract to the day you get your keys.
Right. Okay.
And some of that is financing, things. Some of that is if people need more time to split down payment, we'll work with them. You know what I mean? We're going to do what's right to help our customers and to help our realtor partners. We take good care of our realtor partners, and they know when you bring me a client, you know this.
Right.
I'm going to take really good care of them.
You do.
And I'm going to do whatever is the right thing that's going to help them. So it's just amazing. So whether somebody's looking for a first-time home and can't really afford a lot of upgrades.
Right.
Whether somebody is already on the home and they want something, bigger or more detailed. We can help with that too.
Right. And do you have one levels? I have a lot of people come to me, especially, after their kids have gotten older, and, you know how it is when we get a little bit older, and, when you go up the steps, you might just hear your bones crack. Maybe that's just me. But, sometimes we start to have issues.
Yes.
So we do have some folks that look for, a one level, and you do have those options as well as 2-story.
We have 2-story. We have ranch is what we call it, the one level. And we also have main floor masters. So where everything would be for multi-generational living.
Right.
Okay? Because we're seeing more and more of that today.
Absolutely.
With people who are having to combine households for affordability.
Exactly.
And so that's our specialty. Man, if you have a need, get in front of me and let me see what we can do to help.
Absolutely.
But ranches, absolutely. And most of our people that want a ranch are willing to want to wait and get it just the way they want it.
Right. Right.
And so we absolutely love doing that.
Exactly. And the thing is, that first step is getting in front of you. So definitely when we come back, we'll go over a few more things and how to get in touch with you.
Great. Thanks.
Yes.
There's more On the Record with Brian Summers on the way from the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Christmas in July is coming to downtown Mooresville. The Mooresville Downtown Commission is hosting their annual July Sales and Sip and Shop event in downtown Mooresville on July 21st. For more info, visit downtownmooresville.com. Blue Moon Productions and Center Stage Alliance present Tom Dooley, a Wilkes County legend, opening July 20th at Matt Gray Auditorium in Statesville. Enjoy a classic story here in Statesville. For more information, visit centerstagealliance.org. Do you enjoy making pottery? Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius has Ceramics Open Studio. Select Tuesdays and Saturdays, you can become the clay artist you were always meant to be. You must register in person. For the full schedule, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Looking for something fun to do with your kiddo this summer? Birkdale Buds is hosting their weekly playtime in the plaza. Bring your preschool-aged children for playtime from 10:30 to 12 every Wednesday through October. Some of the activities include games, face painting, storytellers, magicians, arts and crafts, and more. There is no cost and no registration required. Bring a blanket and come join the fun. For more details, visit birkdalevillage.com. Do you like beach music, country music, blues, or rock and roll? You'll hear something you like during Statesville's Friday After 5 Summer Concert Series. On Friday, August 4th, Statesville native Danny Carr and the Skeleton Crew will be playing a free concert. The concert will be held in downtown Statesville on West Broad Street in front of the Mitchell Community College from 6 to 8:30. Have an event you'd like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
Black Powder Coffee is celebrating their 10th anniversary with a medium dark roast blend of Indonesian and South American coffee beans. Enjoy the full-bodied natural flavor notes of chocolate with a bright finish. Get Black Powder Coffee's new anniversary blend today at Black Powder Coffee, 261 Rolling Hill Road, Mooresville, or participating retailers everywhere. Black Powder Coffee.
Listen up, Carolinas. Make this the summer for a new Ram at Charlotte's #1 Ram dealer, Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We guarantee to beat any new Ram deal in the nation. I-77 exit 28 or LakeNormanChrysler.com.
Now, more on the record with Brian Summers on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Hi guys, we are back with On the Record. This is Shannon Keaton Leach, aka your homegirl Shannon, and this is WSIC Radio. We are back in with Miss Tammy Burris, and we were discussing some new construction for you guys out there that are thinking about going in that direction.
Yes, thank you. So we're talking about the opportunity for ranch homes, one level with everything that you need to live on the main floor. We can do those. We can customize anywhere from 2 to 4 bedrooms on one level. Mm-hmm. And we do have multiple locations, so not just the one I sit at. Right. But the easy way to find out what we have available to move in now or to build is to reach out to me for an appointment. My phone number is 828-312-2025, and text or calling is fine. And my email address is tburris, BURRIS, at truehomesusa, TRUEHOMES, USA.com. Either is good, and I'll schedule an appointment to get with you. And if I can't help you with something, I'll at least tell you what you need to do to buy a home.
And that is so very important, Miss Tammy. And if you get in touch with Miss Tammy, let her know where you heard her at.
Absolutely.
Because that's important to us, to let us know, we work hard to try and get the word out in so many different ways to people. Like I spoke on yesterday, rent prices are at an all-time high. Right. And we are really trying to get the word out there. So let her know when you talk to her, where you heard about her at. It's important.
Absolutely. That's important. Good point, Shannon. Yes. Thank you. And so we do build in communities, but we also build on your lot. So if you had family land or you wanted to buy acreage or something like that and build, we do that as well.
That's a biggie.
Yeah, it's huge. Mm-hmm. It's huge right now. And that's a little bit of a different process, and I'll be glad to go over that with you. But the biggest thing I hear today is people saying, I think we're going to just rent until the house prices come down or interest rates come down. Do you hear that, Shannon?
Oh my goodness, I hear it often. And the thing is, we explained yesterday, I know that, everybody's situation is not the same. Someone's situation 2 years ago is definitely not what's going on right now. So that's what people have to realize. Just because 2 years ago you got something at a certain rate, at a certain price, things have definitely changed. And when I say changed, they are changing
daily.
Daily. So I know that, you have people, talking about it. It's a big thing. It's a huge thing right now, talking about mortgages, talking about the housing market, talking about rental prices.
Right.
So definitely that is something that you want to start your process, even if you are wondering about it, even if you have a question about it. Get in touch with one of us.
Yes, absolutely. And so for that, I do want to address it because I think it's super important that people understand that prices are going to continue to go up.
They are.
In our market, in the greater Charlotte market, for at least the next 5 years.
Yes.
We have so much in-migration of people retiring, relocating from the Northeast, California.
They're coming to North Carolina.
And Charlotte is the greater Charlotte market, of which we're a part, is the number 2 housing market in America.
Isn't that something? I spoke on that yesterday.
Yes.
And you know what that does for our homes that we own.
Yes.
What does that do for our homes that we own?
So what that does, it makes your home prices, your equity go up, your value goes up. So it's kind of like the old law of supply and demand.
Absolutely.
Right? The less the supply.
Right.
The more people want, the higher the prices go.
Absolutely.
So even if the interest rates stayed the same, house prices are still going to go up.
They are.
If the interest rates go up, guess what? They're going up all over.
Absolutely.
So's your rent.
It is.
And so the thing is, it's still going to keep going up. And what's going to happen if you wait a year, then instead of buying a 2,000 square foot home, you might need a 1,400 square foot home.
Absolutely.
You're going to buy less home, pay more for it.
Yep.
So the best thing to do is start now, because as those prices continue to rise, guess what? You're going to be building equity that you can turn around and sell. And take that equity and buy your dream home.
Buy your dream home, yes. And I do tell my clients, don't necessarily think of your first home as your forever home.
Absolutely.
If that is your forever home, then that is a great thing.
Right.
But if not, you don't have to think of it that way. Think of it as an investment.
That's right.
Especially right now while, equity is rising. Oh, my goodness.
I tell people to think of it as an investment, even if they do think it's going to be their forever home.
Absolutely.
Because you just never know what's around the corner in life.
And
I have people that have made $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 in equity in just a few years.
Absolutely.
Selling their home. And I'm just telling you, it's the way to go.
It is.
And so when people are complaining about interest rates today, it would be great if they would stay at 3% forever. It's not going to happen. It's not realistic.
It's not.
But guess what? How much is your rent? It's 100%.
100%, Miss Tammy. And I don't think people think about that when they're complaining about the 7% interest rate.
That's right.
7%, 100%.
That's it. And then you think about compared to what? Compared to my car, that's at 8% or 10%. Compared to my credit cards, they're at 30%.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it's compared to what? Compared to my rent. That's 100%.
Yes.
And I'm never going to make any money on that.
And every year
it's gonna
goes
go
up. Every time that you have to sign your lease again, it goes up.
It never comes down.
It never comes
30
down.
years I've been watching it.
I'm
never
telling
comes
you,
down.
Rent they never come to you and say, guess what?
And houses never go down.
Right.
Okay?
That's right.
Even if they have adjusted in years back in history, it's only for a short period, and it goes goes straight back up.
Right. And people do have the option of refinancing.
Well, that's what we talk to people about is this is my big thing. Marry the house, date the rate.
The rate, absolutely.
Buy the home, lock in your price. If rates drop to 5% next year, just refinance it.
Absolutely.
And know that you already got great equity going into it.
Yes.
And you've got a great place for your family.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that is a huge thing. So even if you are thinking about, maybe selling, get in touch with me. We can guide you through this process.
Yes.
It is a very stressful process, but we try our best to make it, the least amount of stress that can be on you. It's huge.
It's huge. It's great to have a team working for you.
It is.
So you can pick up the phone and call somebody and say,
Absolutely.
hey, what do I need to do? The bank said this or whatever. And then a lot of people don't realize that we do home to sell contingencies. You can't find that in the open market.
That's right. Tell us what that is, Miss Tammy, real quick.
So that's amazing. Let's say you have a home and you want to sell it and you want to move. So, we have a program where you can go under contract and lock in your price on the new home.
Right.
And then go ahead and put your house on the market and sell it.
Yes.
Lots of ways to skin this cat. And then you can also wait until you get a contract on it and then come and let me help you with one of our homes under construction.
Right.
And then we would do a home to close contingency. So that way you would close on your current home.
Right.
And then close on the new home and move straight from one to the other.
Right.
So you're not having to move twice. So there are so many ways.
So many options.
Yes.
So those of you out there that have questions, whether you're trying to buy, whether you're trying to sell, whether you just don't know exactly what you want to do, if you have questions about what upgrades you need to do before even putting your house on the market, please get in touch. The first step is reaching out.
That's right. And
that's your first step.
It is.
Yes.
And then we're going to work together to make it as smooth and seamless as possible of a process.
Absolutely.
And we do work very, very well together.
We do. We do. And I appreciate you, Miss Tammy. Yes, I do.
And again, my number is 828-312-2025. And my email address is tburris, B-U-R-R-I-S, at truehomesusa.com. And I can help you with any True Home community or a build on your lot.
Awesome. And my name is, again, Shannon Keaton Leach, a.k.a. your homegirl Shannon. I'm with Stewart Graham Realty. And you can get in touch with me at 704-498-6458 or www.yourhomegirlshannon.com. So just remember, the first step is reaching out.
Absolutely.
Any questions you may have, we don't mind answering any questions.
Yes. Let us help you.
Right. And it doesn't cost you anything to ask questions.
Right.
That's a huge thing.
That's right.
Yes, yes. And in the morning, we will be having at 8 a.m. An economic seminar at the Unity Center on Salisbury Road in Statesville. 8 o'clock in the morning, and we will be serving breakfast as long as it lasts. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.